Hi, I'm Irving, and I'm an Adamaniac. It's midnight in Gotham City in front of the Pink Chip Stamp Factory. At this time, blue chip trading stamps were a big thing, but this company's run by a woman, so it's Pink Chip. I couldn't make this stuff up if I had to.
The Green Hornet and Kato, outside the Pink Chip Stamp Factory.
Wait, I put in the wrong disc. Well, we're rolling now. I guess this is a Kato episode, not an Adamania. Let's get to it.
For them to invade Batman's territory.
Okay, now I'm confused. What are they doing here?
We have visitors, boss.
What, in the middle of my midnight snack? I've just warmed up this alphabet soup.
Masked visitors.
Batman and Robin?
Not Batman and Robin.
Harry Mudd there has no idea who they are. He says throw them out.
Why leave? We had them reeling.
We saw enough, Kato. I think at last we found what we've been looking for. Tomorrow night we'll wrap everything up.
Why tomorrow and not now? Because we have runtime to fill, duh. The next morning...
Who were your two visitors last night, Colonel Gumm?
Just a couple of hoods, Miss Pinkston. I chased them away.
Hoods, Colonel Gumm, in fancy clothes and a big black limousine.
The lady with the pink dog is the big boss. I know her from somewhere.
Commissioner Gordon, please. This is Pinky Pinkston calling.
Pinky Pinkston. Her dress is pink. Her hair is pink. Her dog is pink. I don't understand.
No, Miss Pinkston.
Colonel Gumm doesn't seem to understand that I own this factory, Apricot. He may be the foreman, but I am the boss. Let the police handle the masked intruders, Colonel Gumm. You have enough to do printing pink chip stamps.
At Wayne Manor, we just happened to be looking at Bruce's rare stamp collection. What a coincidence.
This new stamp you've added to your collection is beautiful, Bruce.
Supposedly it's a very rare issue, the famous Blue Boar of Russian Samara. But I have my doubts about the watermark.
Watermark?
Yes, this one's barely visible.
Translation, it may be fake. Alfred tells him the bat phone needs his attention. As he and Dick head for the study, Aunt Harriet takes a call on the regular phone.
Hello? Britt Reed?
Yes, Mrs. Cooper. I'm in Gotham City for the newspaper publishers convention. Wanted to say hello to you and speak to Bruce.
He's not the only one who's in town.
We have strong reason to believe that arch-criminal, the Green Hornet, is operating in Gotham City, Batman.
We'll run wide open.
Obviously, it's crossover time. We've had some hints. Bruce tells Dick to sit down. It's almost time for the Green Hornet show to be on. We have criminals in the Green Hornet watching Batman on their TV. We had the Green Hornet and Kato doing a Bat-Climb cameo. But now we're going for the full crossover. The television season was almost over and the Green Hornet wasn't doing too well in the ratings department. Crossing over with Batman was supposed to give the Green Hornet's ratings a little boost. It didn't because by this time Batman's ratings were starting to weaken too. As we know, Batman got one more season, but the Green Hornet only survived for 4 more episodes. Maybe that's because we're going to learn more about Britt Reed from this show than we ever did from his own.
What do you mean you have a luncheon date with Bruce Wayne, Pinky? It's the only free time I have during the publishers convention.
Well, I do, Britt, and I can't break it. Why don't you join us, Britt? After all, Bruce is a friend of yours, too.
Well, yes and no. There's a bit more to it than that.
Guess you can't win them all, Mr. Reed.
Ever since Bruce Wayne and I were kids, we've been rivals in one way or another.
Bruce Wayne and Britt Reed grew up together. Since we know Bruce grew up in Wayne Manor under Alfred's supervision, that means Britt Reed is originally from Gotham City. Either that or their two families took a lot of vacations in the same places, because when it comes to rivalry, these two really go at it.
The Gotham Gothic? Miss Pinkston's father, Pincus Pinkston,
May he rest in peace.
was one of Gotham City's foremost stamp collectors.
Pincus Pinkston named his daughter Pinky. Well, at least she doesn't collect fingers.
And the most valuable stamp in his collection was the famous Gotham Gothic.
Sure, worth a fortune.
But it disappeared mysteriously shortly after he died.
Batman and Robin are wondering why a high-stakes criminal like the Green Hornet would go after the Pink Chip Stamp Factory unless he was looking for something specific.
I'm very disappointed in these reprints.
For someone who has advanced from manufacturing pink chip stamps to the fine art of counterfeiting priceless rare stamps, your work has become very slipshod.
Now we know what he's doing. The big question is, does Pinky?
Tonight and tomorrow cancelled. Then we move everything into the warehouse. Tomorrow night is the great International Stamps Exhibition, where I plan to make my big kill.
And now we know his plan. Again, does Pinky?
Whoops, whoops. There comes the pink prima donna down her private stairway. Look busy and honest.
That probably means no. She asks Colonel Gumm if he's heard the latest news.
Oh, isn't that a shame, Apricot? Colonel Gumm has been too busy manufacturing pink chip stamps to know that this morning's intruders may have been the Green Hornet and his masked accomplice.
What would they be doing in Gotham City?
What would they be doing in my factory, Apricot?
That's what Batman and Robin want to know, but the Bat computer decided to take a nap.
Fine time for the Bat computer to let us down.
It's not the machine's fault, old chum. We overlooked one thing when we constructed it. A dual identity bat sensor.
Well, shame on you. How could you forget a thing like that?
The next time we're in town, we'll pick up the parts for a dual identity bat sensor.
They have all you need at the Bat Parts store on Gotham Avenue. But first, Bruce is off to the Gotham Hampshire Hotel dining room for his lunch with Pinky and Britt. As usual, there's a modeling show going on. This time it's lingerie.
Oh, that is beautiful. Beautiful. What's it called?
Shirley.
A peignoir named Shirley?
No, I'm Shirley. Lingerie Bazaar. Off at 6.
Yes, very lovely. What size is it?
5, 5, 5, dash, 5, 5, 5, 5.
Size 5,555,555.
No, that's my telephone number. Ask for June.
Bruce is ruffled at Britt being there because if these two can't be rivals about anything else, they'll be rivals for Pinky's attention. But she has more serious matters on her mind, so they get down to business.
I'll line up Batman in case Green Hornet decides to invade your factory tonight.
And I'm to find out what the Green Hornet is up to in Gotham City.
Oh, will you? I have so much at stake at that factory.
Not to worry, Pinky. Sherlock Handlebar is listening in.
I don't want any trouble.
I'll deliver Batman. If I can reach him, of course.
And all information on the Green Hornet will be transmitted, if I can get any.
She flatters them both up one side and down the other and then leaves so they can argue about who picks up the tab. Bruce is going to visit his stamp dealer, Boris Severov, about that possibly bogus stamp. He invites Britt to come along.
Yes, of course, Mr. Wayne. The watermark on your blue board stamp is indistinct, but naturally. Do you realize that only 12 of those stamps were ever printed? And that was over 100 years ago.
Boris Harry Severov, Colonel Gumm in disguise, wastes a little of their time and ours telling them absolutely nothing, either about Bruce's Blue Boar or about the Gotham Gothic, then gently ushers them out. He has 2 multi-millionaires in his shop and he can't get rid of them fast enough. Retail may not be his strong suit.
Reprint?
Yes, boss?
Shift into high gear. We may have to move to the warehouse sooner than I thought.
Too bad, boss. But you'll flip when you see my last batch of phony stamps. Not fuzz at all.
Busted. And she's not the only one who knows what's going on.
I'm certain that Bruce Wayne, slippery stamp dealer, and the foreman of the pink chip stamps factory are the same man, Kato.
Involving a counterfeit stamp ring we are trying to crack?
And undoubtedly knowing something about the missing Gotham Gothic. And I have a feeling that Batman and Robin are going to be on our tails tonight, making our task that much more tricky.
How so?
Brace yourself. We're about to get an exposition dump for those who don't watch the Green Hornet.
Well, to the world at large, they're known as the Caped Crusaders, fearless crime fighters. Whereas, due to the nature of our operation, the same world at large looks on us as criminals. Only a very few know different.
Sure does sound tricky.
We get a quick explanation of his weapons, and off they go.
Now, don't lie to me, Colonel Gumm. I know what I've heard, and I know what I've seen since. All I don't know is how I could have been so blind for so long. Now, the first thing we're going to do
is to lock you up, Miss Pinkston. in my office for now.
He's been wanting to do that the whole episode.
No sign of Black Beauty, Robin. We must have beaten it here. There's an alley around the corner. We can hide the car there.
3, 2, 1.
No Batmobile. Good.
There's an alley around the corner where we can hide the car. Uh-oh.
You should know who I am by now. How about cutting me in on a little piece of the action?
How big a piece?
That depends on how much a stamp dealer named Boris Severov can get for the missing Gotham Gothic. You see, I know more about you than you think.
He asks about Gumm's machine.
Why not give it a closer look?
All right.
He's not showing them the machinery, he's tossing them into it.
Robin's eye for detail is as sharp as ever. Better rush in and save them. Almost missed your cue there, Robin.
Holy flypaper, Batman!
He has a 7-foot-high, undetachable glue pad on the wall. How many times a day does one of his henchmen get stuck on it? What possible reason could there be for that to be there? That's easy, to hold Batman and Robin still while he shows them what he's done to the Green Hornet and Kato.
Shall we call him the Green Hornet? The only stamp of its kind ever printed. I'm sure it would be a collector's item if it were not for its size. Ah, the Green Hornet makes such a wonderful, beautiful stamp that I think I'll thumbtack him to the wall.
Where are his bones? What happened to his organs? Are those really his clothes flattened out? Why didn't his gas gun burst and knock everybody out? Why isn't the stamp drenched in blood? I think my overthink alarm is broken. I can't seem to set it off.
And as soon as I tack up the other masked marauder who is even now being perforated in that machine, then it will be your turns, dynamic duo. Oh yes, I know you've faced many deadly perils and escaped in many devious manners, but you have never been so close to being completely stamped out.
The easy way to get out of this one is to notice that the only things stuck to that wall are their capes. Take those off and away they go. So of course, Batman will find a different way. We'll see what it is next time. I'm Irving and I'm an Adamaniac.